Hey family, it's your girl Veleka B with the Veleka B Project and Set Apart and Chosen, and we are here for a new podcast series. What would the church say? My name is Veleka B. I am here with my co-host, my girl, Renee Burke. Hey Renee.
Y'all. Hey y'all.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. Renee, you know what? We have been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
But we really have not explained to our audience what we really do behind the scenes and our career choices as well.
Okay.
So for the ones who do not know, my name is Veleka B. I am the owner, CEO of Set Apart and Chosen, the Veleka B Project. I'm also a marketing director for my church, and I also do social media campaigns for gospel artists, music artists, and also just churches in general. So Renee, can you kind of give the audience a little background about you as well?
Sure. So my name is Renee. I am the owner of K Renee Photography. I am a photographer. I shoot portraits and events. I recently was on the road with you with Frankie Beverly and Mays. Rest in peace, Frankie. So yeah, that's what I do. I'm a photographer.
So we met at the church.
We did.
We met at the church. You was doing photography and I was helping out with social media.
Yep.
So we went from the church to red carpet events with social media with the gospel artists. Yeah. And then we went on a secular tour with the major artist, Frankie. So let me ask you a question. How does it feel to work with Christian gospel community and secular artists?
Well, first of all, let's talk about, because I don't know if I should say that, but I mean,
what do you want to say?
It doesn't, to me, it's not a difference because it's work.
Good.
I really never let who the person is sway me when I'm doing what I have to do. So it's not too much of a difference because once you're focused, you focus on doing the job. So, yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, Renee. Because you had the opportunity to work in the secular world.
Yeah.
And the Christian gospel church community. Mm-hmm. Honestly, give me your opinion. Which one do you like to work with the most or the best? Your experience.
My experience?
Yes.
I like the secular.
Why?
Because my roots are R&B. Okay. Not saying I know some gospel, but my roots are R&B. I can't deny that. No matter how much church I do, that's just my roots. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So when you're on the road, let's go on the road first. So when you're on the road, secular artists, or when we're doing concerts or red carpet events, what's in your head? Do you have a plan in your head before you get to the event, or do you allow the atmosphere, the Holy Spirit to come in and help you with your story?
So, like recently when we were on the road, I get a vibe from the artists and how things flow, how I can move in and out of a space. And then when we go to the venue, I'm glad we go ahead of time. So it gives me an idea of where I can shoot, how I can move. So it's always a strategy. I just need a little bit of time to plan. And then I think being around the artists, you get an idea of how you can move in that space and what they allow you to do. So yeah, so, it's really what comes when you're on the road. It changes, so you just have to be able to move when it's time.
Almost like, okay, so when we're doing church, and I'm going from church to concerts. So, for instance, at the concert, what I used to kind of put my eye on is when somebody's having a great emotion, they're dancing or they're just worshiping. Those particular ones, to me, that's when I put my eye on that particular and capture those.
Yeah.
Those moments are really, it's almost like I can hear or feel what they're feeling. How do you feel about those type of moments?
I think you have to, I do scan the crowd. So sometimes I'm not really locked in to service. I'm scanning the crowd. So I'm trying to catch a moment without being too far in somebody's space.
Right.
Especially while they're worshiping. So with shooting that, you have a longer lens, so you're not so close because people will be like,
yeah,
like you messing up my worship.
Yeah.
So no, you just got to give people their space, but still get into the mood and the moment. So you just scan the crowd so you can find that. Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about, we're going to jump to the church side. Let's talk about getting to know your client, which our client is our church, our bishop. So it's so funny because when you and I work together on Sundays, we'll look at each other and we'll end up always running into each other because we're thinking the same way. But we know, for instance, with our bishop, we know, hey, he about to break out into a praise.
Yep.
He about to jump all over the stage. He's about to go into worship.
Yeah.
Like, tell us the importance of really knowing your client.
It's important to know your client. So even though we've been with TOP shooting for a long time, we know how Bishop moves. So I can be in the back, he'll be in the middle of a sermon. I'm like, okay, I've been up there too much. Let me just watch. But then, all right, it's okay. I need to run to the front because he's about to do A, B, and C. That's just knowing how he preaches, knowing how he flows during a service. So I think any client, no matter if you've been with them a long time or a short time, you have to get an idea of what it is they want so you can fit into that mood too.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense. So what I do, like for instance, if I have a client to call me and say, hey, we want you to work on this particular project, whatever. Do you study that client? Because I always take my time to study and build out from their social media platforms.
So I think it's a little different with photography.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So like if someone calls and say, hey, I have a birthday shoot, you give me your idea.
Gotcha.
What you want to do, see if we can bring whatever it is you want to do to life.
Gotcha.
But if you have somebody that you shoot like Bishop on a consistent basis, there's no, okay, Bishop, what you doing this Sunday? You better know. You better know. So,
right.
Yeah.
So we're going to jump back over to the church again. So they're just coming back to being with that consistent client that we deal with on a weekly basis. So how do we change up that content so it won't look the same?
The same. Yeah, that's hard.
It is.
I struggle with that a little bit. I try to not get the same shots. Like, okay, if I do first and second service, I may not focus on the dancers on the first service.
Right.
I may focus on the crowd.
Smart. Yep.
And then second service, I may, shoot the dancers a little more and then include the praise team. I mean, you always get the praise team, but you got to switch it up a little bit to break up the monotony so you're not bored and the content doesn't look the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, and I always get onto my team when I know, or I let them know the importance of that worship when someone comes to the altar. I'm very sensitive about putting the camera in their face.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that as well?
It depends.
Okay.
Okay. So my experience 2 weeks ago, Bishop laid me out. And the photographers that were there, including my son, I was like, oh no, they didn't catch me. So now I'm in the worshippers' shoes and I'm like, you know what? Let me back up a little bit. Or let me catch a moment where they're not full on ugly cry.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or you got your hair looking crazy. So I try to be sensitive now.
Smart, yeah.
And like, I'll get it when, hey, your hands are up, Bishop laid hands on you, I'll get that. But when he drops you to the floor, I'm going to pull back.
I think that's important.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking like back in the day, we did not have cameras, technology, social media like we do. And like so many people try to go viral, and I feel like they try to go viral for honestly the wrong reasons. And it may be that moment where somebody's laid out.
Yeah.
But you really don't understand the sensitivity of that person
Exactly.
and what they're going through.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
And you don't know what pulled them to the altar and how much they brought with them. And then sometimes, and that's me personally, if I see my picture on social media, I'm like, what in the world? It may not, some people may not be like, or they'll be like, I don't want to come back because I don't want to be exposed like that.
That's true.
So it's all those things that you have to take into consideration. But also in this age of social media, especially our church, when they're big on marketing, it's a likelihood you might get caught.
Yeah.
So
while we're there, and we're studying Bishop, we're studying the room, we're trying to get the best opportunity to take those great shots. Because what we want to do, we want to tell a story to our audience. We ain't thinking about going viral. We want to tell that moment of what we felt in the presence so we can invite other people to come in. So let me ask you this. So we're focusing on the presence of what everybody else is experiencing. But how and when do we get to experience those moments?
I find myself putting the camera down. Like when I do lock in and listen, I'll put my camera down. I'll just look at Bishop or a pastor. I'm like, what? Are you serious? And I'll pick up my phone and open my Bible. But sometimes you have to put your camera down because you're also there. That's also where you go get fed.
Yeah.
So I've become to a point where I just know when to put it down because I said, this word is for me today. And then I'll go back in and shoot and then I'll sit down. Now I'm really tuned into what he's saying.
Right.
Yeah. But it's important. You even though you're serving and you're working, it's important for you to still get the word. You always told me that. It's like, Renee, put that camera down. Put the camera down. I'm like, okay. But then you were like, man, I'll be wiping tears away. Like, yeah.
How about those praise break moments at our church? Do you want to jump in sometimes?
I do. And you'll see me with my camera like this off to the side. And sometimes you just bounce there. I know I can't go full, into praise break. But yeah, some moments do catch me. Yeah.
So you and I, we were able to take ministry away from church one Friday night when we went out to eat Applebee's, our Applebee's moment.
Yeah.
Where we were able to minister to a young lady that was in a restaurant that was serving us.
Right.
And I was laughing at you at first because you kept asking her all these questions. I'm like, leave the girl alone.
I was just trying to be friendly.
Leave her alone. But no. But it really impacted me that day to see that you did what you did.
Yeah.
What really led you to, and kind of explain the moment and what led you to that moment.
Well, we always have to pray over our food.
Yes.
So she was standing there and we were about to pray. She had just dropped our food. I said, hey, go ahead and pray over the food. She was like, I don't know how to pray. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then we just said a prayer and she joined in. She was like, oh, thank you. Yeah. It's just what the Holy Spirit tells you to do. Sometimes you don't even think, you just move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so important for us to really pray over our clients. And I was telling you earlier when we got our makeup done, I was like, he did an amazing job. And I said, I made sure as he was doing my makeup, I was praying for him as well. And then our other clients, like a Frankie, even Bishop, I pray for our clients all the time. And not even our clients, they're our leaders.
Yeah.
And the importance, because they can pour so much into everybody else, but who's really pouring into them? So what's the importance of just the prayer when we go out and pray over people?
I just think that you have to take God wherever you go.
That's good.
It doesn't matter where you are. I mean, it's not just for church.
Right.
Whether you go to a restaurant, whether we're getting makeup done, you take God everywhere you go. So if that is a prayer before you eat, or if that is a prayer before you even walk into church, if there's a prayer before you get your makeup done, let it be so.
Yeah. That's good.
When we get on the plane, when we get in the car, you were praying on the way up the road. So I think it's important to acknowledge God no matter what we're doing, no matter where we're going. And when other people hear that and see that, they'll also, and I don't want to say it like this, but sometimes have the strength and the courage to do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't matter where you are.
So let me ask you a deeper question. You're an amazing photographer.
Am I? Okay.
You are an amazing photographer.
All right.
A lot of people give you compliments all the time. But do you feel like you are good enough or worthy?
Sometimes no. A lot of times no.
Why is that?
Because I'm super critical of my work all the time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Why you feel that?
I just that's just my personality.
Mhm.
You know, I'm looking at my work like, and then you don't want to, but you compare to other artists. So you're like, okay, maybe I could do A, B, and C different. So I think it's like imposter syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So yeah, I can be super critical.
So you're an amazing photographer again. Do you sometimes feel like you're overlooked and undervalued?
Yeah, all the time.
From everywhere?
Yeah.
From just taking little kids' pictures, from church to...
Yeah.
Where do you feel and why?
Because I don't know, maybe it's because you just the lady that take pictures. You just the lady that take pictures. Where's Renee? She got the camera. I'm just the lady that takes pictures.
You really feel that?
I feel that way sometimes. I mean, that's being honest.
And where did that stem from? Do you know?
I have no clue. I don't know. And maybe because I've done it over the years, that's just what people know me to do. And I'm just like, yeah. Even when I go home to my family reunion, you bringing your camera? Yeah, I'll bring my camera.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I have found myself back in the day getting stuck there, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what made me come out of it. Holy Spirit.
Where were you stuck?
Felt like I wasn't good enough. I could be in rooms like, am I worthy? Why am I here? No, I'm being 100 with you.
The doors you walk through.
No. You can be in these rooms and you still feel like you're being overlooked and undervalued. And why am I even here? They don't even know who I am. Like, do they even want me to be in this room?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really feel like that. But sometimes God had to send me a reminder. And they be like, you're the girl, you're Veleka, Yeah, but still, my best time is going home and just chilling, watching Netflix and chilling.
My best time is as soon as I walk in the house, that camera goes right there by the front door and I'm finna go lay down.
Yeah. Yep.
Lay down.
Yep.
There have been times I've been on my feet 8 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, my body is wrecked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. What are you doing to stay relevant in this industry? Because we got some younger generation coming up. Mm-hmm. You got AI coming in. Mm. AI is making folks look like they 20 pounds lighter. So how are you staying irrelevant, making yourself feel irrelevant and staying irrelevant?
AI is not bad, okay? It's a tool if you use it the right way. But anything can be bad if you misuse it.
Yeah.
You know, but with so many people, and I think even photographers, we're oversaturated in this market. Yeah. Everybody's a photographer at this point. So it's constantly learning new stuff and incorporating things like AI and getting new ideas and trying new things. That's all you can do. Yeah. And I think at this point, there's so many people here that there's room, like you say, for everybody. Because everybody has a style and a type, and not everything is the same. So, I mean, what's for you is for you. Yeah. What's for me is for me.
Yeah. And I'm going to talk about this, Renee. Something I always had to get on to you about. And I'm going to have to get on myself. Because Antoinette get on to me as well. Putting your work on social media.
Cut the tape. Cut the tape.
The importance of putting... Why is it important for us to put our work on social media?
Somebody that I know who constantly says this, Renee, it's your resume. And I don't look at it like that. I just look like I did the job. The work is over. But if you're not constantly putting your stuff out, nobody's going to see you. No one's going to see your growth. No one's going to see any new things that you've done. So yeah, I agree. And you're right. It's your resume. Folks, post your stuff. Sincerely, Veleka B.
Cannot stand you. So anybody that's coming up, younger ones, because you mentor a lot of people at our church, a lot of the young ones come in. And honestly, and I get so tickled because we have the younger generation, they're coming in with a microwavable mentality. When we, us older school people, like to bake our chicken, we want to be fully cooked. We ain't trying to let it, let's put it in the microwave for 10 minutes and we're
Make sure
going.
it's cooked.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the thing that you do, you have people under you, especially the younger generation that's coming up, and they want something instantly. I want this to pop instantly. They haven't put the time in, but they're watching other streamers or other people on social media who's making millions of dollars doing what they're doing. What advice can you give to the younger generation that's coming up?
I think it is a matter of just keep working.
Yeah.
Keep working. And I will say this. So even though we're the older generation, I look at it as I can learn from you just like you can learn from me. Like we look at the younger generation like, yeah, you might be microwavable, but maybe I should move at that speed just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like they are fearless. They jump in and get it done. Whereas the older ones will be like myself, I'll be like, second guess. They don't second guess. I think if you mix a bit of the old school with the new school, I think that will make you successful.
That's smart.
You know what I'm saying? I know they're hungry, but even still, like old school, you gotta put in your time and pay your dues. You gotta work. You gotta build trust. You gotta do all these things. So some old school with some new school, I think it works.
That's smart.
Yeah.
You have any questions for me?
I don't, but tell us about Veleka B. Tell us. Talked about Renee. We need to talk about you.
I'm working on Veleka B.
We know.
I'm working real hard on Veleka B. I'm in the industry. I have been around a lot of different churches, artists, communities, different things. And what I'm doing in this season is working on Veleka B. I have to be more patient.
Yeah.
I can't be quick to snap and think. Everybody know I'm shady. I don't cuss no more. Well, I don't cuss no more. I'm saying for real.
What day is it?
I don't forget.
100?
Something.
All right.
Yeah, I don't cuss no more. But I'm just really working on Veleka B. I'm really trying to hear more from God in this season instead of trying to find the shortcut.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to call you prophetess. What have God told you about me?
Right.
I just really want to hear from God
Directly.
for myself in this season. So with that being said, I really appreciate you. I appreciate and love you to death. I'm always going to be your pusher besides your family.
Always. Thank you.
So that concludes this episode of the Veleka B Project. And what would the church say? What would the church really say about us going on the road? That's going to have to be a conversation
what would they
later
say?
on.
Wait.
That's going to be a conversation soon.
It is.
But thank you guys for tuning in to the Veleka B Project. What would the church say? Episode. And until next time, guys, we love you and we will see you soon.
Bye.